Live.
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some more. Have it in. Some more. Just give some more.
Well, hello, and welcome to My Whiskey Den, your favorite public access whiskey review show where craft whiskey is king. My controller's a little slow, so apparently there is no logo up there right now. So my apologies about that, everyone, but thank you so much for stopping out this evening. We are kind of dovetailing off of last week where we had Mr. Alan Bishop on with Old Homestead Distilling, and we have some flavored spirits here this evening.
That is an understatement.
Well, I mean, I was going to say that we tried a little bit of the butterscotch last week, and that was clearly butter. We went over that butterscotch a little. We'll touch on it again when we get here.
Oh yeah,
but much more in depth than what you would have expected. But yes, kind of that old timey kind of candy flavor to some of what's going on. And as we go through here, we even have some recipes to use with some of these samples. I am going to make a cherry bomb, which does sound delicious and simple, but probably quite profound the way I'm liking it, because I do like cherry Coke and cherry Pepsi, so I think that goes right down that path. Before we go any further, Mike, do you want to tell all the people about the Bar Cart Co-op?
I would love to. Maybe. There we go.
Maybe. Like I said, there's like a weird.
It's a lot of weird. Okay, so we are proud members of the Bar Cart Co-op, which is a collection of friends who create content for the whiskey and other distilled spirits public. The Bar Cart Co-op YouTube and Facebook pages have information about upcoming and past special shows, which happen about every quarter. From blind tastings to distiller panels to discussion of special collaborations and the usage of unique grains, the Bar Cart Co-op has educational and fun episodes for your enjoyment. The oldest show in the group is Distillers Talk, hosted by Christy Atkinson and Alan Bishop. It is a conversation with people from distilleries and distillery adjacent that gets into deep and sometimes off the rails and back again discussions with their interviews. New episodes arrive at the end of the work week. If that one is not nerdy enough, please check out One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute. This is the show where Alan Bishop answers any questions about distilling and often puts them to the test. It could be individual grains, entire mash bills, equipment, or methodology. New episodes come out randomly, so subscribe. And then we have the Bourbon Turntable, where they mix the love of music with the love of whiskey. They have conversations with musicians, writers, distillery folks, and common folks about music and whiskey. It releases Wednesday on all your platforms, including YouTube. Then we have If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything, which is a show about the spirits and paranormal among us, as well as the unexplained and the spiritual. Subscribe on Spotify to get all your seasons. And last, but certainly not least, Lil David Levine and the Whiskey in My Ring podcast. David does good interviews. David takes good notes. David does good award shows. David does all the things that we won't do, including get to go on barrel picks.
Oh, crazy. Oh, Emily's talking about stuff. I don't know what she's talking about, but that's never good. But guess what? They do it all the time, so that's nothing new. Little bourbon lover, good to see you out there. In the meantime, I mixed my first drink.
You made your first. Okay, I'm not doing the cocktails, so
I'm doing one.
Which one did you do?
I did cherry bomb is what I went with.
The cherry pop drop.
Cherry pop drop. Sorry. Yes.
So, and we'll put these back up. These are the house recipes that they use. Down and dirty, super simple at Old Homestead. And we can also post these to the show comments on the Facebooks. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, here's the thing, because we talked about butterscotch last week. Whatever flavor's on the label, that is literally the flavor of what you're going to drink. And as Alan said, it is 100% natural flavored. Color, not so much yet for everything. But the flavor, whatever that flavor says it's on it, that's exactly what it is.
Well, this one is
the cherry pop drop.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was gonna say it's just a cherry. I was gonna say the cherry bomb. So I was gonna put that up because it's got that little.
Oh yeah, so the cherry bomb itself.
Oh,
yeah.
It has a purple like hue to it.
Yeah, it is. It's purpley.
That's beautiful.
It
looks very almost like amethyst. It's a very neat color.
Yes, almost amethyst.
Oh my
God. So you're starting with cherry bomb. I was going to suggest to start with Newton Stewart.
All right, fine.
If we're going to do it,
that's fine. That's probably the right way. I'm going to put that down, but I just smelt it, and it smelled.
Then you dealt it.
Delicious. I did, and probably screwed up the pattern. But here we go. Quick, the clear, and it goes.
The clear.
The clear.
So Newton Stewart. Okay, so the Sunshine Spirits are, as moonshine is made at night and illicitly, Sunshine Spirits are made during the daytime. Number one. Number two, Sunshine Spirits are made with a base of malted sunflower. So and all double thumper pot distilled. So this is the clear spirit that gets turned into the other things. On several months ago, we did the cast strength of this, or better, not cast strength, the off the still strength of this at north of 140, and it was delicious and oily. So the Newton Stewart is distilled from Elise corn, which nobody else will have Elise corn because that's one of Alan's breeds. Malted roasted sunflower seeds, toasted oats, raisins, and sugar.
What I like about what we went over before is the malted sunflower seeds give a very unique flavor to it, but I love the addition of the raisins.
Oh yeah, between the two of those, especially the malted sunflower seeds, which is a nod to Michael Stallings, but that and the raisins and pot distilled, oily.
Like you come up and you can feel that coming into it.
It's almost like you're smelling oil, but you can really, really pick out the grain off of this. This is we'll call it new make, but it is because it's unaged spirit, but you will not have smelled anything like this before. It still there's that little bit of new make that you can't, that
almost because an agave
that knows that you can't. Yeah. But but then you really do pick up the sunflowers. I don't know that you could pick them up unless maybe you're around them all the time, but definitely the oats and the raisins.
And do you get to do a little bit of that malt? There's like that malted something, but it's not like a barley or an oat.
Yeah.
But you can't tell. And there's this rich like creaminess to it. And like coming up, it smells like you're coming up to people like this, the oil or essence of something, like the oiliness of like a cream soda, like the essence of cream soda oil. So,
and Emily has all these, and I'm going to ask that Emily puts her comments in there too. Neil.
And Paul. All right, here.
Yeah. So then this one comes in at 46%. Really cool labeling. And I got to tell you, I really dig these bottles because you're not going to have a cork failure. Number one. But it's really, I think a bottle in their bottle.
It's a good reseal. I mean, it really is like it. People say you're going backwards in time, but that's on there. It never comes off. It's a full seal. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh man, the amount, the raisin, the Christ, hold on, let me go back. The amount of berry and fruit notes, like even like a plum, a fig. Oh, it has a lot going on that you would be looking for in like an older bourbon. For the cool flavors in it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have the wood, doesn't have it, but it has the neat flavors. Like if that's in a bourbon later on, you're like, damn, that's a nice mark.
And last week we had the barrel, two different barrel age versions of this. Yes. And that was just the spirit with its uniqueness and how pretty the using different grains, not trying to make these are not trying to be bourbon and are not trying to beat bourbon. And it sounds like a PSA for them. It's not. It just went out there, and we're a fan of what's going on because we like different. We like odd. And you take a spirit like this, and then you are able to do something in the barrel to make a spirit that someone, if they tried it, they would like, oh, this is an interesting bourbon. It's like, it's not bourbon at all. I mean,
well, and that's so just different. It. When he was on here last week, he was saying how they're not going to be doing a lot of bourbons in general. Right. There's some, but not a lot. Well, if you're doing something like this and playing with something off of this, I can see why. You know what I mean? I would take up a chunk of where I'm going to play and want to have some releases.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's funny. The nose on this thing, it's like there's like a warm. I got like a warm raisin bread on the nose, and then there's like a little stone fruit, and I don't want to say it's more of a prune on the nose than anything else.
I get prune
but on the palate, there's a particular dryness to it, almost like it's almost ashy a little bit on the palate for me, like first sip. And then I get like the figs, and then get figs and raisins, and you do get like oats and things like that off of it. And I'm trying to think of more things I need to sip again.
No, but you mentioned a good thing about the drying factor of it, because I feel like it's pulling moisture away from the top of your tongue and to the sides. I'm getting some like salivation on the bottom or coming around like underneath like my front lip. So there's stuff going on, but the top of my tongue does feel pretty dried out.
So the difference is, I wanted to clarify, if you just sip this and swallow it, that's one thing. It's so oily. You got to let it sit, and it's like you got to let that oil balloon bust, and then it just coats everything in your mouth. It's oily.
Yeah. It has, for me, that like the really creaminess, and there's, like I was saying before, almost like a touch of an agave feel in your mouth. Like it has this creamier texture, a little denser to it than like a bourbon. There's like this slide. I don't know.
Hey, creamy is a good way to put it. Well, yeah, no, the difference is like it is. It's oily but dry, but it's like once that bubble bursts, then it just coats everything.
And then after it coats, then you feel it start, like once air hits it, it starts to like dry out like quickly.
Yeah. But it also doesn't.
Well, like I said,
it doesn't dry out. It like starts, but it doesn't.
Top of my tongue feels drier, but like I said, the outside edges here, I can feel me salivating. So it's like a top bottom thing going on here.
Hey man,
I'm saying. Sometimes it comes together and works out right. I like that. All right. So that's really good. Number one. Man,
it's a good, and it's the start of everything else too. So
it is. All right, we'll leave it there. We'll let that marry.
I think if we're gonna do something else, I think we should go to root beer.
Okay, fine. We'll go up here.
And now let me ask you, I know you tried the cherry. Have you had anything else?
Only the butterscotch from last week.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you had butterscotch. Okay.
Yeah, the butterscotch. And I would say leave that for last because
butterscotch or lemon. Yeah, might be a toss up between those two.
really? Ooh, just pouring this out, it was thick.
Yeah. So
see that? It was like almost like a motor oil. Not really.
So
but like,
that'd be the root beer. And again, it's all this one is 31%. So it's the same mash bill, but it is as Alan said, all natural flavored. Not all of these are 100% natural colored yet. They are working on that, but it is all 100% natural flavor. And the whole idea was let's like a throwback to an old apothecary or an old like a pharmacy soda jerk shop where you're like, I want these flavors. Well, they were making those flavors and dispensing them so you could put them on your soda or whatever else you had. So
for people around here, if you went to like Heritage Hill and went to the gift shop and you had those like candies from back in the day like that, this coming up smells exactly
100%. These are like the simplest tasting notes stuff because this is 100%. This smells like and tastes like homemade root beer. And what it reminds me of is those old root beer barrel candies. And there's this one and the butterscotch that were mostly the butterscotch, total throwback sense memory to my grandma's candy dish.
And I'm a little throat to the wax ones. You remember the wax root beer?
Oh yeah.
Okay, like
I mean, it smelled like you would have no indication on the nose that this is 31%. This smells like
a soda
beer.
And not the crappy, yeah, exactly. No. The homemade, but like, or if you're having one, like a fantastic root beer because it has all the high note, little effervescence in the cream. Oh, man, it brings me literally to a root beer float in what used to be Mama's ice cream parlor down the road from my house when I was a kid. And
yeah, is this your first time watching, man?
Oh, that's happening,
dude. Yeah, that's
this one right here.
This is the diabetes awareness episode. But no, I mean the notes are easy. It's like it is real homemade root beer. Is the
sassafras like no? Yeah, like, it's great. Hold on here.
Creamy uncarbonated root beer.
But much more oily than what I was expecting at first. And the oiliness sticks around on the top. Like that layer almost didn't break the first time. And there's a lemon hint. Like that little bright note. There's a little something in there too on that. When it lightens up here through the vanilla. Or the vanilla bean. It really gets the beany vanilla. Almost even a little chocolatey. Wow.
Yeah. This is
bitch.
Dude, if they could ship out of there.
This might be the one time I might run something through a soda streamer.
Well,
like,
and they had
about it. I was just like,
that's one of the things we should be pulling up while they do this. So this is the cocktail, the double barrel that they serve there, which uses the root beer sunshine and root beer and mix them together. And I bet this is really, really good.
I think it sounds fantastic, but I'm gonna push for some vanilla ice cream in it. You know.
Yeah. They did say that. So when I was out there, this is the other one that they make, the Root Awakening, which I would imagine is very refreshing as well. But they had said, yes, put this on a root beer or use it in a root beer float.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's just, again, I'm not being lazy.
If you like that smell, you could live in this glass. You know what I mean? Like you could just be like,
you would have no idea there's any alcohol in this. Like,
but the oiliness just like
it is.
It smells so much like root beer. The
oiliness. Well, you know what it is.
It's
you're sucking on one of those root beer barrels, and it's coating your entire mouth.
I guess you're right. It's been a while since I did that, but it's just that it's so much more viscous than what you're thinking, because you're thinking it's going to hit, and you're just going to be able to swallow like a soda. That's not the case here. But it's not like overly syrupy. It doesn't taste like a root beer extract that you're going to pour into things, and it doesn't taste. It does not
taste or feel sugary at all like soda syrup. Yeah, it does not. It's just the oddest thing. But again, it's like, no, of course I flavor it with everything you'd make root beer with. It just happens.
Yeah. And at 31%, it's, I mean, pretty decent for 31.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I can tell there's anything in it.
Yeah. It's nuts. All right. I think we should move to
save it a little. I'm gonna get some vanilla ice cream and do a little.
Oh, you should. Let's do cherry.
All right. I need a little water. Well, craft root beers are good, but it's tougher than you think to find some, because once you get into it, you can go to a store. There's a section where you're like, not good, not good, not good, and then all of a sudden, you're like, there's one.
Yeah.
And you would think it would be easier than that to find a good.
So there's the color.
And then there's root beer versus sarsaparilla.
So this cherry bomb comes in at 34.5% ABV, or ready, Pat?
Yeah.
69 proof.
69. I thought you were gonna be like, 6.9. Woo, 6.7. Sorry, my son's in that age bracket where we said something and he got all wound up, and we went through a trick-or-treating thing at the wildlife sanctuary here, and there was a big backup because there was Plinko, and like 90 kids all wanted to play Plinko, so we were skipping this section. We'll come back later, no one's around, we'll get through everything, come back. Great. Going past, and I'm like, did he get 67? And like all the kids are wrong. And the parents are all mad. And I'm like, that was fantastic. Sorry, it was pretty funny.
No, I'm good. I'm laughing with you.
What's a good custard place by me? That's a tough one. I'd have to look at that, because they're always going to go. There's not a lot of places left. There's like Culver's ice cream that is actual custard. Baskin Robbins. That's one of those ones where Dairy Queen's not real ice cream. I believe they've proved that. It's one of those ones that doesn't melt now. Like you leave it outside, and it's still pretty good for like an hour. That's not right. But I was going to say, other than Baskin Robbins, there's a Smart Cow and something else around here, but I don't know if there's a good like classic shop. There's one in Kansas City when I was there. You guys have one that's like downtown, that's like an old school.
Betty Ray's.
Maybe like an 1800s-ish thing where they make stuff in front of you and stuff.
Oh, we had a couple of them that would do those they weren't the chains that did the mixings. They made their own ice cream and did stuff, and then they would do the mixings. We have Betty Ray's, which makes all their own ice cream, and they have boozy ice cream and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. But no, that's a good point. I don't know if there is a new a fantastic ice cream shop around here for that. So, all right, back to the cherry, which is it like a Luden's cough drop?
That's what I have. I have cherry cough drop, It is both a cherry cough drop and also snow cone syrup.
Snow cone syrup.
Which is
a little bit of. It smells a little bit like the flavoring for like what you store like maraschino cherries in, but they're not maraschino. It's like a different brand.
Yeah.
Where I just can't think of it. They're like a step up from like the base brand.
The camera cannot possibly pick this up.
But it's pink. Purple.
This sucker is clinging to the glass. I mean,
the root beer one too. Like you waited, and it's just like it's barely moving right now, and you don't get legs. It feels like it's something. It's like peeling it off, ripping down all at once.
Here's some of the cherry recipes that they use. Oh no, that's the cinnamon sunshine. We're not doing that one. We don't have cinnamon sunshine. The prime time cherry.
Oh, that is right down that same path.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go over here to my little mixer.
And then the cherry pop drop, which is what Pat's got.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it would be. I bet Dr. Pepper would make it. Did you do Coke or Dr. Pepper?
I did Coke. You should do Dr. Pepper, but you don't even need to. Like this, like overlays some of the stuff in there and just I think I know what I'm feeling right now.
You're diabetes.
And the palate, I mean, it's just it's cherry.
It is. And the thing with this, the recipe ratio, I usually go a little heavier on the spirit to the mixer, but what they had, I think, is right. It is such a powerful cherry. I think it blends in nice. I'm going to add a little more. I think more to Jolie's ratio.
So I was writing this down. So one of the things that on the palate, what this reminds me of is when as a kid, you get a drink that had a cherry in it, and it'd be in the bottom of the glass. This reminds me of that cherry that was in the bottom of the glass. That broken maraschino that had taken on some properties of the cola, or
just like this, how you mix when they used to mix them themselves when they went to the bar with parents. Happens in Wisconsin for like say a wedding or something. If you ordered like a cherry Coke, they might mix it. Then they didn't have it on tap. Very much like this, like you said, where that cherry's at the bottom, mixed in. That's exactly
not fully muddled, just a little muddled.
Yeah. That is cherry. That is exactly where I'm going to. I'm on a bar stool and I'm like 8 to 10 right now. There's a wedding. I'm taking my nephew, who's a couple of years younger than us, over to the cigarette machine, trying all the things in the hallway to win stuff. We broke the cigarette machine. We got 16 packs of cigarettes for free. We just started pulling knobs, and we got everything. Like we Pall Malls, Camels, Marlboros. We came back to my mom and we're like, we won. She's like, where the hell did you get all of that? And we're like, I don't know. We started pulling on the games in the corner over there, just handing out stuff. We got all these cigarettes. She's like, you can't have those. Start going handing them out to people at the bar. All right, here you go, sir. You like Pall Malls or Camos? How about this? One of these?
It's like Wisconsin Goodfellas.
Sorry.
All right. I think we should go lemon.
Okay, that soda's got me all. Oof. Kitty cocktail, kind of along the line of a kitty cocktail. You could use it in that same exact way, but I think this would be almost an earthier, richer version of a kitty cocktail. Yeah. So it's a little sugar, but not as pronounced as what those would be. I think it would be a much better idea.
Yeah, and that is the color.
It is.
Yeah. So this lemon drop, this was the first thing that I got to try of theirs a little over a year ago. We went out there. They had bottled a lot of lemon drop, but they weren't allowed to sell it yet. And the cinnamon. And I would have gotten some cinnamon so we could distribute it, but they were out of cinnamon when I was there a few weeks ago. But the cinnamon, it was like old school cinnamon candy. But this lemon drop is very, very interesting. And again, it's simple. It is all natural flavored, not necessarily the color at this point that he said they're working on because they want to be natural on flavor and color. But there's no mistaking like all five of these. You could pour them in the glass. Whoa. And you could blind nose every single one of them and pick it out because the nose is so strong and distinct. I know it's just.
But it's not. This isn't like pledge, and this isn't. It is. Oh Jesus! It has the beauty of the rind in this. Like the zest is what is in this as well.
Yeah, Emily. Yeah. People respect you, not us. Your opinion. Yeah, because everyone knows it's no BS. No, these are we do not speak falsely here. Whatever the flavor on the bottle is, that's exactly what it tastes like. But this one, this lemon,
the lemon zest is big on this, but you get the inside of a lemon afterwards. But it is so much like someone just grating the outside of it, like right in front of you.
Because that's what they were doing. They were peeling and mashing these lemons, zesting them all out so they can make the spirit. But it smells and it tastes almost 100% like the old school lemon hard candies that have sugar on them. Not the lemon heads, not the stuff.
But the dusty old time candy.
Old time candy. That is exactly what this stuff is like. And some of these, the recipes, I'm totally gonna make. I'm totally making the golden glow.
Hold on here. Wow. I'm having a hard time with this because there's something I came into, but then it freaked me out because then I was like, well, it doesn't turn in, but then it does turn into like lemon meringue pie and like you're like knifing your tongue through the middle, the actual lemon part of a lemon meringue, but you couldn't taste anything. And then when you go through it, it's like, I'm going back. This is I like this one a lot. Of course, I love lemon, so this is right up my alley.
But yeah, the lemon meringue, that's very on the finish. It's like a lemon meringue pie on the finish.
It is so oily on the front end, man. You have to you are like I was saying, it is like the lemon part of it, like you're putting your mouth through it. It's like you're trying to drink that lemon. Was it like a curd?
That lemon candy. Yeah,
the lemon candy, but like the lemon part of a lemon meringue pie. It's like trying to drink that. Like you're smashing through it with your tongue. You're like, oh, and it wraps around. Sorry, I love lemon meringue.
Yeah, no, I remember when I tried this lemon a year ago. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "Yeah," and it was telling me about it. It's like that's like every fat kid's favorite thing there. if they could do ones with combinations.
Wow, I just twitched. I blinked out for a second. Oh shit. And probably because of what my mom cleaned with, there's like a sense of clean with this as well too. It smells like fresh. Smells like
citrus is cleaning.
Yeah, citrus is cleaning in my mind. It's. Oh man.
It's almost like you put one of these candies, or put several candies in a little bit of a glass of water, and just let it go, and then you drink it.
Or And this
But
is
it does have that
not
creaminess of the lemon meringue, like you mentioned.
like an old Zima, where you used to throw Jolly Ranchers in them. I mean, not the same, but you know, like the premise, same thing like you're talking about, where you drop some in there, and it takes over what's going on. Man, I don't even know if you need to play with this.
I
Like
don't
maybe
think you do.
maybe like you said, like maybe a little spritz or something in it, like seltzer or something to carbonate it a bit to lighten it, to thin it out a little for normal drinkers. But doing that, then would you not make this the heaviest 50-50 mix?
Oh, I would. I do want to do this with a lemonade. Take a lemonade and add a little bit to it. But you know what I would honestly really like to do is do this in combination with the huckleberry lemonade, and then put a little bit of this in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I can get the Blue Eyes huckleberry in Kansas City now.
Ooh. That
Actually, so much so that one of the stores they've got, because I have some friends out of state that they wanted to get it, not have to go to Wisconsin to get it.
that's
And
fair.
so I would pick it up down here, and I'd get a message, we need 2. So I'd pick up 2. So now this one store that's close to me, they've got like 2 or 3 cases of it. Because
Awesome.
they know and I have my big handle of it that I picked up at Woodman's.
Oh, since you start pouring that out for people,
That's the problem. It
3
disappears.
becomes 6, becomes 9 really quickly, or people start showing up.
I'm waiting to open that handle for I'm going to do something where I'm going to do like a big batch of the vodka lemonade for, or like a punch type thing, and just use it for that.
Okay, but I can see how mixing this with that would be fantastic and add like just a crazy another level to it.
That would be a bad thing. Super simple cocktails, which that's what they said. These cocktails you're making with them, they're all simple.
Excellent idea on that one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna slide this back over here though. Oops.
All right.
I lost the lid.
So we move on to the butterscotch from last week.
So that's all we have left.
That's it, man. We've gone through 4. Then we have the blend.
Oh, I'm running out of glasses. All right.
So the butterscotch comes rolling in at 34% ABV. We had it last week, and we talked about putting it in coffee.
Highlander's grog would be like exactly what it takes it to, or enhance that.
It's going to go in there. The butterscotch and root beer in particular, I wish that I would have gotten a second bottle of those, because it's been heavily shared. But the butterscotch, while you're sipping on that, they've got the recipe.
I'm gonna get too smiley here in this hour tonight, I think. I can feel it coming.
You got their butter beer, which I definitely want to try that. And I want to try their butter beer, but it needs to have a little creaminess to it. So try that. And then they also had the Butterscotch Dream, which probably wouldn't be too far off if you did the butter beer and then you added a little cream soda to it.
Okay, see, that's a type of soda.
Maybe a little bit of vanilla ice cream to it. Not a lot, just enough to kind of thicken it up.
Here you go, butter beer.
But the butterscotch is 100%. It's old school butterscotch candies. You just opened up the twist wrapper.
Yep.
It's butterscotch candies. But it's like, the note that I had from last week, which I still stand by, it is the butterscotch candies, but it's deeper. It's like when you're making butterscotch and you're cooking it.
And it's the yellow butterscotch candy.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Not the pan ones. Not the Werther's ones. These are like the yellow classic ones. But yeah, like you said, the earthiness in this one I wasn't expecting, but extremely oily, just like the other ones. I mean, these all are, they don't leave the side of the glass.
Hmm.
I mean,
And I'm sure some of that is, along with the oiliness, is the sugar.
Well, yes, but
yeah, especially on the palate, it is the cooked butterscotch.
well, like you said, it's in the process of getting there for me, because you still get that little butteriness to it.
Yeah.
And you're like, right before it's getting to all caramel note or all butterscotch, it's like still working its way in there just a little bit as you're getting the cooking process, like the tail end. And it's ice cream as well, man. So they have, so do they have all sorts of stuff there for summer. I'd have to think they'd have these ice cream slash, things as part of it.
I would imagine that they would have done something
or a
this last
special
year, because
weekend.
it was the first year, but if they didn't do it this last year, I'm pretty sure they're going to do something like this, because I mean, the facility itself has embraced the lake people, and with their wine slushies and how much, and then now they've got booze slushies because they got the big slushy machines, and they sell the at least the wine slushies are sold in
big pouches.
packets like a Capri Sun pouch,
which is brilliant for
yes,
people on the lake and everything like that, because that's one less thing to spill.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, these are like the easiest and laziest tasting notes for anything.
But
this is the fat kid special.
But they're home. Okay? The flavors are home. They're not.
Yeah, and
not weird,
we got to preview. There was a chocolate, and then so it was preview that, and then his blackberry brandy.
That's what I'd be interested in. He's still he is a brandy man hidden in there. So
the brandy man can, yeah.
All right.
You got the blend. All right, let me finish off my lemon.
Blend. Oh, this is a weird ass color.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a rosé. It's fucking weird. Yeah.
Like a rosé you'd get at a gas station.
Well, yeah.
No, it's mine is more ample. It's very amber.
Yeah, but mine still has a bit of the hue from the cherry bomb in it. Well, I'm going to say it hasn't quite gone together, although I see that more on the top end when I'm whirling this now. But it's been sitting there for a while, about an hour, so it did some time, more than I usually give it.
No, it's been percolating.
Whoa, that is a
mm-hmm. I'm getting a little bit of everything on the nose.
That's like exactly it. I'm just like, I went up.
It's a little bit of everything.
The soda machine at the store.
Yeah. When you'd make your mix. But it's like, oh, there's root beer. There's cherry. There's a little blast of lemon on the end there. There's a little bit of butterscotch. Yeah.
I have no idea how this is going to taste. I'm kind of freaked out and excited about this, really.
And this is all 5. So this is the 4 flavored and then the base spirit that's in this.
Yes. Hold on. I'm going to rinse this my mouth. This is exciting.
I'll take a sip of water myself.
And then you come in and it's cherry and then it's root beer. Then it's something else. Lemons swirling around. It's funky. Yeah.
Okay. It is literally all of them, but then there is on the that's Emily.
That's close.
That, because what I was going to say is on the tongue at the very end of it, there is a vibrance to it, like you had something carbonated.
Yeah. There's a little pop, and then we get that where you get that darkness in a Dr. Pepper, and then you get the cherry flavor and the other things coming around. I may have to have Alan play with this a bit. I'm just saying, this is kind of neat.
Yeah, all that work you go into is individually mashing all these things and zesting and everything else. Okay, let's add to that.
Just throw them all together for a second and see what happens.
But yeah, Emily nailed it. It was it's like a homemade Dr. Pepper.
So much for 23 flavors.
But yeah, it's almost maybe more like a cherry Dr. Pepper. But I wonder what would happen if we'd had the cinnamon.
I don't know. I'm not cinnamony guy, so we'll see.
Yeah,
but I like.
We'll get it, and we'll get the other flavors.
I don't know.
That was fun.
See, I told you I'm excited now. I'm kind of happy.
Now, I will say, because I've sampled this thing out, sample it out for you guys, sample it out for people coming over, and I have poured tiny pours for everyone. It's like, don't think you understand how sweet these are. And it's when people have had like 2, then they're like, oh, I get it now. And I kind of get that with these recipes, because it's either 1 or 2 ounce for a 12 ounce cup.
Well, it's like I said with the cherry Coke or whatever.
Because a little bit goes a long way. Yeah,
it has a lot of power to it, which is good if you're making mixed drinks. A lot of times you only want, and still 30 is not bad.
No, and these being, they're all 30-ish% alcohol, 31 to 34.5. We saw there's 750 bottles, and they all range. They're 20. They're in between 20 and $30. Different flavors, different price depending on what it is. But especially if you're doing something with it. Or just get it for the novelty things. Like, you want to try root beer?
a different vein, because a little bit different style, but like Sturgeon Spirits, how you're getting something. Yeah. There's no question about what you're getting. I was going to say a different style in the way they're going. I think one's a little. Yeah,
you're not chasing flavor.
No.
No. You said it's this. That's what it is.
There's no questions about it. Oh, which, by the way, I have some samples that are headed your way from them.
Oh, cool. But in like natural spirits with the fig vodka. You know why? Because it's made with fig. You want to know why it tastes like fig? Because it's made with fig. not fig flavoring.
Excuse me.
This blend is kind of fun. I wouldn't mind making one and putting it aside. And
like
do that.
Just a little spritz of the soda in there. I don't know. I'll ruin it because I don't have enough of the blend here at the moment, but it's pretty sweet. I dig it. And I'm enjoying this, to be frankly honest.
I am enjoying it. Is now tasting all these, there's a lot of sugar.
But I don't feel as diabetes as I am in some other things after just like one drink from it.
That's why I had small, and in here little pours of each one of it, because I've tasted it. It's like, it's sugar.
No, but other places are like, you can have it and it tastes like it. Like
right.
Latently.
This isn't, it's not corn syrup.
Like
it's not this. No. It's sugary. And believe it or not, I don't have that much sugar.
I've cut back quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just fair.
But pretty darn tasty. It gets me really excited. They're friends of ours. We made no false claims otherwise. But they are false claims about that. Words are hard, especially when you've had this much of the sugar. But no, it's really cool what they have had out, and things like this that they're selling out of, and 9 Herb Charm, which they can't make enough of it.
And this being off the Newton, it is awesome to see how adaptable it is to being used like a vodka, but I would say a classier, high-end vodka, but it's more like a liqueur because of the oiliness. But you know what I mean? Like it hits in between those veins of where brand people would want to put something, like, this is great. We're going to use it in this.
Yeah, that mash bill lends itself to being able to do a lot of stuff with. And what I think is pretty interesting, really cool is one, it's obviously a big nod to, to old Moonshine Mike and evolution, the things that they talked about, doing before, but doing something that is a, well, if you do a moonshine that's legal, because if you're doing moonshine and trying to make money on the side, you got to be different. So how do you be different? You got to have a different mash bill. You got to have something different with the flavoring and how you're doing it. But, you do that on the legal side, you do also have something that's very unique. And I mean, if they could put this in stores, I don't think they would have any problem selling out.
You'll be fine getting a shelf space with that.
Yeah. Just making it because it is so hands-on. And I think he said it when it was out there, to scale up, it's so much more it's a lot of manual labor. It'd be so much more manual labor, and you wouldn't want to do shortcuts where you're like, well, we can do the same thing with additives. No,
it's well, you wouldn't get the same flavoring. Like with the lemon, you wouldn't get the zest and the other things in it that give it like the depth that other things miss. So awesome. I dug that. So thanks, Alan. Thank you, Billy. Those were great. And we
will put we'll add these recipes up to the post. You're just gonna have to drive out to Bird's Eye, Indiana to get some of this stuff. So
just on the way through, we'll travel.
Just on the way through.
What was the name of the German restaurant you went to? Because I have wanted
Schnitzelbank.
The Schnitzelbank.
Yes.
I saw that. I showed Gavin. I'm like, see, this is like some of the older German restaurants we had in Wisconsin, where I'm like, this is the right feel for when you go into one.
Oh, it was 100% comfort food too. I mean, and we got there. It was kind of late lunchtime, late lunch, early dinner, and it was crawling with old people. And so, but that always means two things. You get a lot of food, which means they're going to get multiple meals out of it. Or it's inexpensive. It wasn't inexpensive. It wasn't expensive, but it wasn't inexpensive. But you get a fair amount of food. And so people, I'm sure, were getting 2 to 3 meals out of it easily. So then you're like, well, yeah. So then my $16 lunch is really, $5.40 lunch,
Yeah.
And hearty too. That's the other thing. It was very, very hearty. But yeah, when they're it's like, well, what are these? Well, these potatoes are cooked in lard. You had us at lard. that's she said. She goes, well, these are cooked in lard. And we're like, hold on. you had us at lard. She goes, I thought so. Yeah.
That sounds like fun people too, so that's good. All right. Yeah. Well, hit all of them. That was fun. They were really good, and I enjoyed them. They had fun.
Fun is a great way to describe all these. These are fun because there's no searching. There's no trying. No, the flavor is what the flavor is. Now go have fun with it.
I felt like I got to pick me up, so that's why I'm excited. I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like I got a little pick me up from it rather than kind of slowing down or going through other things. Like
it's
temporary. Feel a little more vibrant.
Yeah. But I'm digging this blend. I'll message Alan and tell him what you called it, Emily.
Yeah, I think so. All right. So just want to tell everyone out there, thank you for stopping in and checking out My Whiskey Den. Remember to go, if you haven't, to Old Homestead Distilling in Alcohol Acres. I was going to say a great place. like I always say, you have beer, you have a distilling place, you have a wine place. You cover all the bases. For anybody who comes with, if they don't like it or want to try something different, everything's done all in one area. Love stuff like that.
And you're not that far away from, if you go to other places that you could go to French Lick and see what's left. You could go to Huber's and see all the all massive Starlight, and you're not that far from Kentucky. So
that's true. You're really not.
Bolt on through and go to Kentucky, or go to Holiday World if you're going there late in the season. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to Santa Claus, Indiana.
There's some of my family members that would probably love that, so it's a possibility.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, remember, it's not the size of the den that matters; it's the love of whiskey. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
What?